Hey guys, this is Vic from Grasping the Market and welcome to our market briefing. Today we had no change on the larger time frame as we traded within the weekly range. Nonetheless, on the daily, we see a pause on the break from balance break that we saw yesterday, stopping the one time framing on the daily time frame and almost closing the gap below 2800 on its entirety. However, when we zoom into the market profile, let me close this quickly, the apparent strength on the session depicted by the higher value and the close, which was up here, is put into doubt by a series of facts. Number one, in the morning, despite pushing out of the overnight range and outside the Wednesday's range, we had an inability to close the gap and reach 2800. After that failure, the subsequent attempts higher that we saw in G and in M towards the close failed to take the overnight high, which was over here at 2793, and also made lower highs. Then the low of the day was particularly mechanical and failed to take the overnight low by one tick. And I have to add that this is pretty close to the 200-day moving average. So it was a very mechanical low, which we know is a sign of short-term money driving the market. So with the market driven by short-term money plus evidence of them not making great advances, that means that the market has an underlying weakness. So the immediate focus for tomorrow is on value development relative to today's, with acceptance above the afternoon high over here at 2791, denoting change. If we get acceptance up here, that brings into play the remaining of the gap. If we have overlapping or lower value, that will increase the odds that we take this very weak and mechanical low. A note before we go is that at the time of writing, we see that we had a huge sell-off on the overnight session, induced by some headlines and some tweets from President Trump. As usual, we will let the overnight session play out and comment on the possible scenarios before the open. So for the time being, our analysis will focus only on the finished session and the odds for tomorrow. So the overall conclusion is the market has an underlying weakness. Remember, anything can happen. Odds are just odds. Derivatives trading involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Any opinions, news, research, analysis, prices, or other information offered by Grasping the Market is provided as general market commentary and does not constitute or replace investment advice. Grasping the Market accepts no liability for any loss or damage, including without limitation to any loss of profit which may arise directly or indirectly from the use or reliance on such information.